Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Danny here, and welcome back to A Life with Danny Lee. If you're new, hey boo boo, how you doing? Make sure you click that button down below, subscribe to my channel, share with your auntie, uncle, cousin, father, sister, brother, all them good jazz to come check me out because it's lit over here, baby. And if you're not new, hey boo boo, how you doing? Thanks and welcome back, and thank you for watching. Today is Thursday, May 16th, and I just got through editing a video for you guys that's going to be uploaded tomorrow. It is a week, well, kind of a week vlog. I did stop it on yesterday because the video is like 50 to 51 minutes long. It started off as a 2-hour video. Or 2 hours worth of footage that I had to condense down into 1 hour. But most of that video was actually recorded in like slow motion. And so I had to delete that whole footage altogether. And that kind of got it down a little bit. But the rest of it, of course, was through editing and cutting some videos out. So yeah. That is just now got through editing. And I am going to upload that tomorrow at 10:15. Of course, that video will be already uploaded when this comes out, so make sure you click that link. It is a weekly vlog is what it's going to be titled, and so go ahead and check that out for me. This week has been pretty good with me. I was able to manage to get you guys 3 videos in 1 week. As I stated, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I did it. Well, 4 videos because the first one was last Friday. Then I sent one Wednesday. Then Monday, yesterday, and now tomorrow. So I'm proud of myself because your girl did it, honey. And there is going to be more to come. So this part of the video is probably going to be like another weekly video, or it might just be a small short video just to come on and rant, because like I said, I do miss talking to the camera. And while I'm sitting here at work, like I said, you guys probably will see mostly of 2 locations in my house, in front of my work desk and my business desk in the living room. But today I did get some packages, as I mentioned in my last video. I did order some more butters and some scents, and so those just came through Amazon today. I ordered them on yesterday, so I do have them. So we're going to do a little bit of unboxing or unpackaging with you guys for that. And then I think this video, I don't know, because I was going to do a sit down of how I felt about, well, I wanted to re-record the video or the footage that actually got deleted out, because I wanted to kind of get you guys, you know, opinion of it, because me, myself, and I know a lot of women are like kind of like a crime show, crime documentary type girlies, and I know I'm one of them. And I just recently watched like 3 or 4 different types of series over the weekend last week, not this past weekend but the weekend before, and I was talking about it. But that, like I said, the whole clip, it was probably me talking maybe for a good 10-15 minutes about it or so, and it was all in slow motion. So that's probably what I'll go ahead and do as a small video to go ahead and get out. It's not going to be as long as the weekly vlog, but I want to go ahead and do this unboxing first and open these packages. So bear with me a moment as I'm waiting to do that. Like I said, I'm at work, okay, honey? And I'm loving not being on the phones, because I've been doing customer service for so long. I probably said that a lot of times in my videos, but I've been doing customer service since I was old enough to work, honey. And I'm not going to get my age out right now, but if you know, you know. And if you know me, then you know how long that's been. Anywho, let's get to opening these packages, honey. Like I said, Amazon. Here's the first one. I have to make sure I don't show my address, honey, because you guys, I don't want you to see my address. Alright, so this first one is one of the butters. Alrighty, so this is one of the butters. Like I said, I got it from Amazon. It was good overnight packaging. As you can see, it says yellow brick, pure, unrefined, raw shea butter. And I believe the unrefined is the one where it's gonna smell, kind of have the shea butter odor. I think the refined one is where they cold press it or whatever they did to get the scent out of it, and it's like pure, it's like a white color. So I think this one has that shea butter scent. So when I do add my scents to it, I'm just going to be adding a little bit more to kind of mask this out a little bit. I thought I was smelling it through the package, so don't mind me. But this is the first thing that came in. It's 1 pound of that. Like I said, I haven't gotten to the point where I want to buy like a big bucket of it from probably Wholesale Supply or the other manufacturer I was using, which was what was that? Make Your Own Buzz. So I don't know if I want to go to getting like those 5 pounds, 7 pounds, 10 pound tubs just yet, until I see how good my butters do. So right now, the previous batch was a pound of each butter, and I got maybe about, out of the 4 ounce, the 8 ounce, and the 2 ounce jars, I think I've gotten a total of like 10 to 12 jars or something like that. And then I did make a little sample size, so this one I should get a good amount of jars out of it. I'm still just going to use the 4 scents I have, the 2 men scents and the 2 women scents. So I'm going to go ahead and make more of those 4 scents. I'm not going to release no new scents just yet until I go ahead and get my sales in for that and be able to order more inventory. Alrighty, and then for the second package, one moment, I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. So the second, I was answering something in the chat there, but I didn't want to just keep you guys while I was doing that. Anywho, the second one is this here, and I was trying to see what is this in a box. So let's see what this is. I thought it was way more than this, so am I able to separate these? Okay, this is the second thing. Sorry guys. So as you can see, it says shipping dry ice pack sheet. So I kind of read this wrong because I thought this was going to be separated, but it looks like it's a full sheet, and that's not what I wanted. So I'm totally upset about that. I might have to go ahead and send this back and get what I needed. Let me see, can I open it real quick? Because if I can't separate it, then there's no need for me to use these. Because they're small, and I don't want to open the whole thing. But I guess I can if I cut along the places where it's not going to open. But this is how it came. So, if I can separate and cut these up, I'm fine. Which I think I will be able to. I don't think I have to use it as a full sheet. Because it does say ice blanket. Guys, reading is fundamental. If I would have kept reading on there, I would have seen that you are able to adjust the size of it. So I ended up deciding to go ahead and keep this package because I will be able to go ahead and cut them individually, or at least with 2 in each package that I do decide to ship out. So just wanted to kind of chime in and give that update as future Danny here. This is the last pack, which is going to be the other butter and the men scents. So let's get into this one. So this is what's in there for the first thing, which is my mango butter. And this is a different manufacturer than the shea butter. But the mango butter is a little bit harder than the shea butter on this one. but this one's also 1 pound or whatnot. And yeah, that is that. My 2 butters, so I can make some more. And then this is the last thing that's in this package, and that is the Equi men's scent. And this is basically for me to put in my men's scented body butter. I still have scents for the women, or I still have some more for the woman. I just ran out for the men, so that's why I only ordered the men. And so yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm gonna go ahead and open this up right now, honey, because I'm excited about this. Excuse me. This is how they came, and I'm trying to turn it over so you guys can see like the name of the actual scent that's in here. And my little secret on what is what and which body butter, you will not know. Some of these scents I use and some of them I don't. But they come in this little 10, each bottle is 10 mLs, and that I pretty much use the whole bottle in one batch. But here's the scents. So you have, what is that one? Sandalwood. You have sandalwood. You have leather. This one says dragon's blood. That one is sweet tobacco. This one is baby rum, and then this one is cedarwood. So these are all some good scents. I smelled them before because, like I said, I'm just remaking the same 4 scents I've already made, so I know what they smell like. But yeah, that was pretty much it for my small Amazon haul. I'm gonna go ahead and look into this this here to see if I need to put in to return it like ASAP and get what I need. So until the next time, if I do decide to include this in like another video to post, I'll see you guys later. If not, this is only a 6-minute video. Usually they want us to do like 10 minutes for YouTube is a good amount, but we'll just see what happens. So yeah, I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Hey guys, welcome back to another day with Danny Lee, and today is Friday, May 17th. If you can see by the watch, let me see if you can see. 7:40 a.m. Friday the 17th, and we had a tornado last night. Excuse the lighting, it is super dark in here. From the last clip I showed you guys, it was raining, but that wasn't even the most of it. It rained and then it stopped, and then the thunderstorm came, or tornado came. And currently we're without power. So that's why I'm in the bed and in the dark. I can't clock in for work. I've already notified my supervisor and everything. Baby boy, I don't know if you can hear him, he's snoring next to me, but his school is closed due to possible damage, and they had power outage there as well. So yeah, this is what the Friday brings today. I just thought I would come on the camera. Glad I did have this charged a little bit so I can get a little bit of footage. It is daylight outside, but my house is still pretty much dark, unless I just open the windows all the way, and I probably won't do that until the baby actually wakes all the way up. It's not raining anymore. It's not storming. Like, the storm stopped last night. But yeah, it's been over 12 hours now since we hadn't had any power. I don't know. Hopefully it comes on soon, because I really don't want the food and everything to spoil. But I know you guys can't really see me. I'm laying in the bed, honey, because there's nothing else to really do. We have flashlights and candles and everything like that that gives good light throughout the house if we need it or whatever. So we're good on that. It's just that I don't feel like getting up since I didn't have to really clock into work. Oh, and another thing, our building downtown is actually closed due to damage. So I believe the tornado hit real bad downtown in some of the north side. And then we probably just got some little after effects, like a wire or something might be down, and that's the reason why the power is out, because it's the whole apartment complex, and the apartment complex behind us, their power is out. I woke up at about 5:30ish this morning when it was still super dark outside with no lights on. It was like really, really, really dark outside. And so I've kind of been up since then. I tried to lay back down and go to sleep, but I haven't really went into a deep sleep. The baby was up too, but he eventually was able to go back to sleep, so I'm glad that he did. And I'm also glad without any power he wasn't able to take one of his treatments, because if you don't know, he has asthma as well, and so he has to take 2 treatments a day, one in the morning and one at night, like a preventative type of medicine. And then he has his albuterol in case he has any asthma flare-ups or anything like that. So I'm glad he hasn't had any flare-ups, because he wasn't able to take his nighttime dose last night, and he hasn't been able to take his morning time dose this morning either without any electricity. We can't put him on his breathing machine, but luckily he hasn't had any flare-ups, so fingers crossed that we won't have to worry about that. Other than that, I just kind of wanted to come on here and talk to you guys. I know you can't really see me. You can see me a little bit, but not too much, because it's like really super dark. And well, you know what, I could probably turn this light on right here. We have a little lantern. Well, you can see a little bit of my face. There you go. So yeah, so that's just basically what we're dealing with right now. Let me go ahead and put this light in front of me so you guys can see my face. My face. There I am. I look horrible because I'm in the bed still, but I just wanted to come on here and give a little footage, and I will update you guys if and when our power comes back on, or if I have something else to talk about, because there's nothing else to do at this time. But look at the walls. I don't have a phone, as you guys know, so I can't get on my phone and scroll on social media or anything like that. I can't get on my laptop because I don't have any internet, and so yeah, I'm just laying here. Oh, while I am laying here, let's talk about it, honey. So, I don't know if it's gonna stay. All right, there we go. So, what I was talking about in that clip was I'm a true crime girly girl, documentary girly girl. That's the type of girl I am. I love to watch things like Snapped, First 48, SVU, CSI Miami, things like that. I like to watch stuff like that, and documentaries about stuff that has truly happened. And last week, well, not this past weekend, but the weekend before, I was on Netflix watching a few series, and it just blew my mind, like, that some of this stuff happens. So some of the we're gonna go ahead and just talk about some of those episodes, right? So if you have Netflix, and you're a true crime girly, documentary girly like me, then you can go ahead and check these out. The first one I did watch was called The Program. This one was in regards to kids that's dated back as far as the 1950s, 60s, or whatever, and up until this day, as late as 2022, honey. Kids that get sent off to these like boarding schools, quote unquote boarding schools, or behavioral correction type camps. Basically, they call it like trouble teen correctional camps, or whatever you call them. And these kids, they get sent to these camps. The parents and the family send them over to these type of schools, and to basically get them on the right path. And these kids are really getting abused. First of all, the staff that's in the schools are not trained. They don't have any educational schooling. They don't have any educational schooling or any type of background with working with kids, education, and all of that good jazz. They just hire people just to hire people. And they basically were abusing these kids. They call it therapy and all kind of stuff. And they basically bamboozle their parents out of thousands and thousands of dollars to send their children to the school, thinking that they are getting them on the right path and getting them corrected. And in all actuality, they're basically starving the kids. They're abusing the kids physically, mentally, emotionally. Like, it was crazy. It was a 3-part series on there called The Program. Like I said, if you're interested in, go ahead. It's on Netflix. But yeah, I can't imagine people actually doing that to kids. Because I can only imagine, like, by me watching that story or watching that series, I would never send my child to any type of boarding school. But now I don't trust any school that has academy, a boarding school, something like that. Because it's like, these schools are out there to this day. There are kids, literally the program talks about kids that went through the program, because these kids stay in the program for like at least a year or more. Some of them was in there for like 2 years. Some of them was in there for like 5 years, just depending on when they went in. Some of these kids went in when they were like 14, 15 years old. There was a 13-year-old that was in there. And they basically like either have to graduate out. And by graduating out, they have to basically follow the program rules and do exactly what these people say in order to graduate out, or otherwise you'll be stuck in there forever. So people are graduating out at like 18, 17. And the parents can come take their kids out at any time. But what these people have been doing is just, they brainwash the parents. And these parents are paying thousands and thousands of dollars a year. Like $3,000 to $5,000 just for a 3-month session. And the kids are in there longer than 3 months. But the way that they advertised the school and things like that, it just made it seem like it was rainbows and teddy bears and things like that. It was just like all peaches and cream, and it wasn't. And I feel sorry, and my heart goes out to those kids that are now adults in some cases, and then in these recent cases, and my heart goes out to those kids. Like, that is super, super crazy. And they're pretty much messed up for life. They provided them with the kids that did graduate, they provided them with fake diplomas, because it's not a real accredited school. So you are giving them diplomas and it's not even real. These kids go out into the world and can't even use that diploma, so they got to get a GED. That's crazy. Another show I did watch, or another documentary, was this one called Take Care of Maya. Now, this one is in regards to, it's like another abuse case on the parents' side of it, and this little girl who has, I forgot what it's called now because it was fresh on my mind when I made the video, but now I can't remember it. But it was this, she was very, very sick. And it just happened one day. Her legs locked up and started turning inwards and twisting. She couldn't walk. She couldn't really eat. She was just having a very hard time, and I forgot what it's called, that they ended up finding out what it was, but it took forever for them to figure out what was going on with her. They took her to multiple doctors, and they just couldn't find out what was going on with her until they did find one that they spoke with, and they diagnosed her immediately, and she had to get treatment out in Mexico, and the treatment included large doses of, I think it was called ketamine, and ended up having to put her into like a medical coma to give her those high dosage. And because with her, they noticed that she needed it to fix what was going on, and she was in excruciating pain all the time, and this was the only way that it was going to help. She got the treatment in Mexico. Everything was good. Her legs started to correct themselves. She was able to run and talk and play, swim in the swimming pool, and everything like that. The parents ended up not being able to afford her going to Mexico or keep going to Mexico to receive treatment. So the doctor prescribed the dosages for her to get administered at home. Everything was fine for a whole year for her. She was good on life, everything. And then she relapsed, or have a relapse during a hurricane storm that they had. And it had gotten so bad that the dad took her to the hospital in their hometown, which was Johns Hopkins. And mom was at work, but she, because she was working at a hospital too. But a different hospital. So mom was at work, and dad took her, and they the mom had called the hospital and let them know what it is that she has and the treatment that's going to work. And the doctors immediately turned that down, saying you're not supposed to give that much of a dosage to a child on this type of medication. It could be all kind of complications. But of course, being a mother, and if you're a mother, you know our kids' health is like so important. But she wasn't having that, and she kept telling them doctors that no, that's not going to work. You need to do this, you need to do that. And she was so adamant and so very persistent about it that they ended up claiming she was medically abusing her child. And they immediately told her and her husband they could no longer see the daughter. They put the daughter under Child Protective Services while the daughter was still in the hospital, because she never was able to go home the whole time she was in Child Protective Services. And she stayed under Child Protective Services for it was like 2 or 3 months or something like that, because they was doing it by days. I can't remember, but it was like, at first, it was the very first few days, the parents couldn't see her. They couldn't come visit the hospital. Sorry, I might be talking too loud for him. But they couldn't see her. They couldn't come to the hospital. They couldn't talk to her on the phone or none of that. She couldn't see her brother, mom, dad. Like, they wouldn't allow her to do nothing. And then they eventually went to court and was able to have phone conversations with the mom. They really was adamant about the mom because the mom was so persistent about her child's care, and she knew what was going to work for her, and she kept telling the doctors what was going to work for her because she has this, but they were claiming that it was all fake. Like Maya, which is the child, she was faking her symptoms. The mom was pushing her and making her fake those symptoms, and coming up with a fake diagnosis, and that's not what she has, and this, that, and the third. Yeah, crazy, I know, right? And over the course of these few months, they were going to court to try to get something like changed, like she's in child protective services and they don't abuse their child. They had a son at home. He doesn't have anything medically wrong with him, but they had a son at home. Like it was just crazy. And the sad thing is, the very last court date that they had, basically they told the mom, the daughter was in the courthouse, the mom, the dad, everybody was there. The dad was eventually able to come to the hospital to visit her, and Maya was not doing well. He didn't want to tell the mom, his wife, because he knew what it would do, but it was not helping. Like anything they were doing, any medicine they were giving her, it wasn't helping. The pain was getting worse and worse and worse, and he couldn't do anything about it because, of course, he didn't want to make it worse than what it was. He wanted to continue to see his daughter at least, so he just went with what they were saying, and the mom pretty much had to go along with it eventually as well, to where she was able to got granted to have phone calls. So she was able to phone call. Luckily for her, she was a parent that videotaped everything, because she was a medical professional, so she wanted to make sure she videotaped everything. So she had auto recordings of their phone calls and everything, and it was just so sad because the baby girl was like, I want to come home. The pain, it's not helping. I'm ready to see you. I miss you. And mom was like, I know, baby, we just have to be patient and everything like that. And she asked, they basically revoked her phone privileges because she kept asking about her treatment and stuff like that, and she wasn't supposed to do all that. And on that last court date, and when all of them was in the same room, they basically stated that she still wasn't coming home. The lawyer tried to see if the mom can at least hug her daughter. The judge said no, basically. And that basically was the last straw. Because later that night, her mom hung herself. Yeah, I'm trying to, so y'all can see me a little bit. But no, she wrote a note to her family stating this was the only way to get Maya home. She wanted her to come home. And she knew if she was still in the picture or if she was still there, that she would never come home. So she hung herself in their garage while the husband and the son was out at a party she was supposed to go to, but she stated she didn't want to go. She wasn't feeling well or stuff like that, so she was going to stay back. But she stayed back because she didn't want them to see her do that. And it's very painful. Because the baby girl, she was only 8 to 10 years old at this time, I believe. Like somewhere around that age. And it's very sad that she had to know her mom basically committed suicide for her in her honor. And at the end of it, when that happened, the hospital finally allowed the dad to take Maya to like one of their recommended doctors or like a specialist to get a diagnosis. And the diagnosis was still the same. The same disease that they've been trying to tell you that this little girl has, that you guys said she was faking the whole time. Like, and they've been trying to go through lawsuits to try to sue the hospital, but of course they haven't been able to get a trial. And it's just crazy. And I want to say this happened back in like 2019, I believe. But yeah, that was another one called Take Care of Maya. And then the next one I'm watching, which I haven't finished, was the O.J. Simpson trial, or the O.J. Simpson little special. It's a five-part special on Netflix. So if you haven't watched it, of course everybody know who O.J. Simpson is. They know what he did or what they acquitted him of doing, and things like that. But that little five-part special just kind of starts from the beginning, and it talks about the abuse, and you hear in the 911 calls that Nicole used to make. You can hear OJ in the back screaming on one of them. I'm only on part 3. I just started part 3, so I still have 2 more after that. But yeah, I was ranting on here for 20 minutes, 23 minutes in the dark about that. But yeah, I mean, comment down below what you guys think. And for my girlies, that's my crime documentary, true life stuff, girlies, comment down below. Let me know if you guys seen this, if you guys have anything to recommend to watch. So watching that type of stuff kind of put me in, you know, kind of let me know what kind of people is out there, and what to watch out for and things like that. Because honey, I just, for that Take Care of Maya situation, it just touched my heart so much, because as you know, I just mentioned my son has asthma. The first doctor, his doctor that he had when he was first born, honey, it was like presented very early on. I think before he turned 2, we kind of noticed his coughing and breathing and stuff wasn't just normal. And he would constantly cough, cough, cough. And we would tell her, because Dad had asthma, and so he knew what the signs were. And we were kind of telling her, we think it's asthma. Can we treat him? Can we, do a test? But she was like, it's too early. It is not, it's allergies. It's nothing but allergies. So go ahead and take cetirizine every day, and do that. But nothing was helping. She prescribed the albuterol too, but the albuterol wasn't really helping. It helped some days, but it wasn't really helping. And so we had decided to go ahead and get like a second opinion. But before we did changed his doctors, he was admitted into the hospital last year in March for pneumonia. So he had that time where he was just coughing constantly. His fever kept running up and down, up and down, up and down for a whole week. And then it would stay up. It wouldn't necessarily go down too much. It stayed up past 100. Like, it wouldn't go down. And, at the hospital emergency room, they say if the fever lasts more than, 5 days, then admit him into the ER. So that's what we did. And the day that we did admit him into the ER, they did the chest x-ray. And it was a large amount of pneumonia in his chest. And it was like, it's so much that it was interrupting his respiratory. Usually with pneumonia, they can usually catch it and give you antibiotics to take, and you go home. With him, he had to stay in the hospital for 3 days because his breathing was not where it should be. And the pneumonia was just too large in his chest. So yeah, when he got admitted into the hospital, I think those same type of people came in because they was asking questions, looking at his body. And my baby has tons of birthmarks all over him. He has a birthmark on his arms, on his thighs, on his legs, on his feet. Like, he has a lot of birthmarks. A lot of angels came and kissed him before he came into this world. But they were asking questions and things like that. And I just, now that when I watch that series and think back to that time, I'm like, what if they would have said I abused my child because of all these birthmarks? And he has a lot of them. It's not just one. Usually people have one birthmark and it's huge, and he has one huge one on his wrist. And then the other ones are kind of like small all over. So I was like, I wonder if, I thought back. I was like, I wonder if they would have tried to say I was abusing him. But you can clearly see they're not like marks from an abuse or anything like that. They're birthmarks. But yeah, it's just sad because I put myself in these people's shoes, and it's like, how can people do people like this? How can people do kids the way they do kids on the program? Like, this is just crazy. It's just crazy. And I don't know if I'm going to just do this as like a separate little rant video on, you know, my battery is about to die. So I am about to go ahead and stop and close this out because I have been talking for 30 minutes. And yeah, the battery is about to die and I don't have no power. So I'll see you guys later. Bye. Hey guys. It is the next day from the previous clip where I just gave a little rant about my crime documentary series watching thing. I'm currently in pain right now, so don't mind me. If you're a woman, you know what that entails, and it's really bothering me. As you can tell, I have lights now. My lights did come back on yesterday later in the afternoon. They were off for at least about 14 hours or so, but they did come on later in the afternoon. And I'm currently now at work, of course, because my job, of course, is a very high essential worker type of job. So I'm currently at work. And they have us on a 12-hour shift for like at least till Monday, possibly on Monday, I believe, like for the next 3 or 4 days. But it was starting yesterday and I wasn't able to log in at all yesterday. So I didn't get any time in yesterday. But I was due to log in at 7 a.m. But due to my phone having issues and me not getting any notifications or anything, I didn't log in till about 8:30. But I will be getting off at 7 today. I'm currently on my lunch break for the next like 20 minutes. And I will be getting off at 7 p.m. tonight. And then turn around and do it again 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. tomorrow. And then again on Monday, I believe. Unless they give us some update. Luckily, all of this is like overtime, of course, and it's gonna be some money. But honey, I wasn't expecting it. On top of me being in pain, it's just like crazy. Not too crazy. I need to try to eat some. Me being in pain, I'm not really hungry, but I did make me 1 egg over easy, 2 turkey sausage links, and like 1 small pancake. Because like I told you guys, I don't really eat pancakes, but I made baby boy some pancakes and some sausage links, and this was just a small leftover. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to eat that. I have my heating pad on, so excuse how I look. I know you guys are probably tired of seeing me in this bonnet, but honey, when you work from home, you work from home, and you ain't got to worry about getting up, getting dressed, and doing none of that, okay? But yeah, I'm in so much pain I can really barely concentrate. So I have my heating pad on right now, and I'm about to eat this and clock back in. But since I did do my little rant yesterday, I'm probably just gonna make that a separate video and include my unboxing that I did do in the beginning, because that rant or that what I did yesterday was about 30 minutes long, and I don't want to give you guys too many long videos because y'all might not watch it. And so I want to incorporate some like shorter videos, so I'll probably just make that a video by itself. And I just wanted to come on here and give you guys an update from yesterday, of course, and close that video out. My plan this weekend was to go ahead and get started with making another batch of butters, but seeing how I'm on the clock for like a 12-hour shift for the next couple of days, I'm probably not gonna get time to do that because I'm gonna still need to sleep and all of that. So I might not be able to get that done this weekend. I might try to edit some product pictures for the butters that I already have made and labeled, because I still have to take product pictures. So I might record a separate video on how I do that and upload it to the site. So whatever, you can't see me take the pictures because I'm using my camera to take the pictures, but I'll do a video on how I load them up and get them added to the site and things like that. So I'm going to go ahead and enjoy or try to eat this food. If you came to the end of this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, tell your auntie, uncle, cousin, brother, sister, mother, father on the other side twice removed to come and check me out, because it's lit over here, baby. And thank you so much for watching, and until the next video, peace.